Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Hot Stocks for the Day episode, where we are going into some of the names that I usually have on the watch list, trying to build a trading plan for the session and trying also to make an update on some of the names that we have been looking and trading for some days. Last week we saw an ugly pullback on the market starting on Wednesday with the pullback on the tech names. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, 3 days pullback, and now it's time to see if the Friday lows are going to hold or not. But we had last week we had some relative strength. One of the names that showed some relative strength was let's look into those charts. Was Ali Financial shows some relative strength with the markets falling apart. It actually outperformed and had a big move higher on Friday, more than 6%, so showing some relative strength, holding above all the key moving averages, the 821 and 50 day, so keeping here a possible bull case scenario on the financial markets, especially on Ali, for a possible resume up. Citigroup also holding, not falling apart, with the tech names falling apart. The financials are actually not falling apart. So it's one of those names that I will be looking Citigroup for a possible move higher next couple of sessions following the Ali move up. So above 53.54, looking for a possible move into the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average around 58, so that can be a $5-6 move here on the Citigroup, for example. Also seeing bullish options activity in those names, so it's something to monitor. Goldman Sachs, exactly the same thing, holding above my support line, holding above all the key moving average, looking for a possible resume back above $220 next couple of sessions, while we are above $200. Bear case scenario will be only below $200 and then can fall apart, filling some gaps that we have down here, but for now trying to hold and showing some relative strength, considering that last week we had 3 days sell-off on the market and the financials held very well. Same thing with JP Morgan, showing some relative strength above the 821 50-day moving average, trying to rebuild once again. We have the 200-day moving average around 109.5 as the biggest level. So right now the financials last week show some relative strength, considering that the tech names saw big selling pressure and the financials show some relative strength. Some of the names really outperform with LA, for example, that had more than 6% move. We have Citigroup that was up 2%, JP Morgan 2% also on Friday. So some relative strength there can help on the market to hold the bull case scenario. AMD with the tech names saw some selling pressure. I gave you the trading plan last week. You probably, your longs got stopped, but the profits were kept from the $88 break higher. It was a fail breakout pullback. Right now 73.9 is the biggest level before entering the gap, so I will give some time for this name to rebuild once again, and I will use on most of the names. Apple, exactly the same thing. Friday lows. Amazon, Friday lows, stopped at the 50-day moving average. So what I'll be looking right now is if Friday lows are going to hold or not. If it breaks below, then the real bad things can happen. Otherwise, looking for an oversold bounce, printing a lower high, and from there we will reevaluate. DraftKings is one of those names that I'll be looking this week, trying to hold my support line We have $34 as the last line. Breaks below, really bad things can happen. So something to watch in next couple of sessions. But it's coiling here, can continue here for some time. So if 34 holds, can resume back into the 40s, but if $34 breakdown, we can have a bigger pullback. So something that I will be watching also. What else do I have? Silver also on the biggest support right now. Bear case scenario, breaks below $24. Really bad things can happen with the $2 downside move on silver. Right now trying to hold, needs above $26 to resume back up. So right at my support, it's something that I'll be looking today. What the hell this stock is going to do? Reversal buy on Friday, needs above 26, will be able to regain the momentum above 26, or it will fall apart below 24. So those are some of the names that I'll be looking. Tesla, another one. Some traders asked me to review Tesla. Tesla started the pullback last week. Actually started one day early on Tuesday on a reversal signal. On Wednesday with Apple, it was the Apple turn to reverse back down, and the rest of the tech names Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday move down. So on Friday, Tesla tried to put a bullish reversal candle holding above 21-day moving average. They got everyone was expecting Tesla to be included on SP500. It was not the case. So right now the stock is down this morning. So what I want to see if the stock is able to hold Friday lows. In every single name, Friday lows will be my key support. Okay, so if the stock breaks below 372 and not able to regain 372, can roll over. We have the 50-day moving average at 327. We have a gap to fill also here, so can be a pullback, but I need to see it. Okay, right now Tesla with some of the other names are on the pullback mode. I'm expecting a reversal bounce, but the big question here on Tesla is from where it will bounce. Will it fade below 372 and from there going into the 50-day moving average and reverse bounce? I'm not catching the knife. I don't have any position on Tesla, not looking to have also any position, waiting for the stock to rebuild once again. This is a momentum stock, highly shorted, so anything can happen here, either a short squeeze or a rollover. Right now, not catching the knife, and also not looking to have any position today or in the next couple of sessions. Volatility remains elevated. It's one of those things that I have been highlighting. 20 was my line in the sand. I said, and I've been talking for several weeks and months, that we need, for the bull case, we need break below 20 and go back into the 10, 15s. That was in the past. Right now, the 20s is the biggest support. The volatility spiked on last week. It worked very, very well. I've been highlighting UVXY, VXX. We have UVXY, for example, that had a 20% up day, VXX 13% up day. So we have very beautiful moves here, and it's something that I will keep on my watch list. UVXY, VXX, SQQQ, some of those names can give very nice edges. So, but on Friday, volatility faded, and we had some very ugly reversal candles. UVXY was one of them. VIX also had a bearish reversal candle, but we keep above the key levels here. So while we are above 26 on the VIX, it suggests that you should be trade wisely, manage your risk wisely, because we can have more volatility spikes on the way. But once again, it all depends, and what I'll be looking is if Friday lows are going to hold. If they are able to hold, Then I'm expecting, as I've told you, I'm expecting a reversal bounce, but it's actually a kind of oversold bounce, but printing lower highs, and from there we will reevaluate if we are going to start printing lower highs, lower lows, or if we are able to print a higher low versus Friday lows, and from there resume back into the bull case scenario. So right now it's a patience game. Trade wisely. Only 4 days to trade this week. Let's see. We're seeing some relative strength this morning on Dow Jones and that's on the green. Small caps also on the green. Start looking for names that go from red to green that can give clues on the relative strength on the market, and we can scalp some longs and for an oversold bounce. But once again, we need to see. We need to find leaders. We had some leaders on Friday. Financials actually held some momentum, so we're keeping the bull case. Unless we see every single sector going on the red, then we have a bear case scenario on the overall market. Right now it's a rotation from one sector to the other, and after a big pullback on the tech names last week, now we want to see when they will step in once again back into the tech. When the next big whale, either SoftBank or other name institutional, go into the tech and push the tech names and buy the dip on the tech. So I don't like to catch falling names. I prefer to wait, play more safely, and wait to see when they will start buying a heavy position. So nice reversal from Friday lows and pushing the market up, but we need continuation, okay? They stop it where they should, around the 21 and 50-day moving average on some names, and reverse back, pushing back above 21-day moving average. So that's what keeps the bull case scenario on the short term above 21-day moving average. But the real for the day traders and swing long traders, for the long run, we need above the 8-day moving average. So we didn't see it yet, expecting a bounce, but be careful and always have your edges on the sidelines with volatility names that can give some cash flow one way or the other. Okay, so wish you all a great trading. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the next episode, and stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.